What is Lean In's message to men?
I'm so glad you asked, because I think the least understood thing about my book is that people think it's a book for women, and it's not. It's a book for all of us. And if we're going to get to equality in the workforce, where men have 86% of the top jobs, men are going to have to be a huge part of that equation. The book has 4 main messages for men. The first is help women sit at the table, help women reach for opportunities. The second is to really push back on the success and likability gap. The third is let's have the honest conversation about mentorship and sponsorship no one's having. And the fourth is we need to actually help women navigate through the childbearing years.
So this is all in your book, but I would like you to describe briefly the success and likability gap for women.
The success and likability gap is a really big deal, because the data shows this actually stronger than it shows anything else, which is that as men get more successful, they are better liked by men and women. And as women get more successful, they are less liked by men and women. And I have watched this happen over the last 10 years, and I'm seeing it happen in every meeting I'm in. What happens is when it comes time to promote, when it comes time to pick the person running the division or who's the next CEO, they get to the men and they talk about their strengths and weaknesses. And then they get to the woman and they say, she's really good at her job. She's just not as well liked by her peers. Or she's a little aggressive. It's very clear that we see people through stereotypical lens. And in order to succeed at work, you need to be aggressive, and you need to hit goals, and you need to be assertive, and you need to help organize things. And those characteristics are ones we expect from men, so we cheer them on, and we repel from them in women. Men get to be successful and liked, and women have to pick. And the reason that holds women back in the workforce is, in order to get promoted, you need to be successful and liked.
What does your brother think of Lean In?
My family's amazing. My brother actually did something really incredible. He read, obviously, an early draft of the book. Just a couple weeks ago, he just moved to Houston. He's a surgeon. I got to see him. I went there to visit for the first time. And he said, I learned something from your book. And he made an offer to a woman to join his team. And he said to me, I noted she was like in her late 20s, just got engaged. So when he made the offer, he said this to her. He said, I hope you join my team. I'm really excited to work with you. I note that you may want to have kids one day. I want you to know you never have to talk to me about that. That's your business. But I also know that I have 2 sisters, I'm one of them, and a wife who struggled with this, who didn't want to tell anyone they were pregnant or thinking about getting pregnant or were worried their jobs would be taken away. I don't want you to go through any of that. So if you come work on my team, my door is open. You come talk to me about it anytime. I don't want you to worry. I'm not giving the good surgeries to someone else because you're pregnant. And if you want to have children, take a maternity leave and come back, I'm going to work on all of that with you. I've never heard of anything like that, right? The only person that does that is me. Facebook, right? But that conversation needs to happen in every company in America, because we know we are losing our high potential women. Everyone's terrified to say the word pregnant. I don't know how we get through this without talking about it. And I want to be clear what I don't mean. I do not mean that every employer in America should start giving women a time card to say, when's your pregnancy? That's not what I mean. But I do mean that an open door policy where you say, I'm here to help you if you choose to talk to me, that's got to be part of the solution here.